Hey, Segovia, back with another one. Hope everyone out there's having a good day, y'all. We're back. We're back. On today's episode, I apologize ahead of time, y'all. You guys are probably gonna lose some sleep. A lot of crazy things going on. I'm keeping it short, 30 minutes today for y'all. So you gotta leave a like. Enough with the chit chat though. Let's do what we all came here for. Let's get into it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hold on, this is getting really weird. Y'all don't see the resemblance of Solomon's temple and Trump's Trump's ballroom that they're building at the White House. For some reason, it's a very uncanny resemblance. I mean, even from like measurements and things like that. Like, I think that is really weird. And if you don't know the lore behind the third temple, follow me. I'm reading from the Bible app Haven. It says that the third temple is a significant topic in Bible prophecy. A lot of people believe that the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem is a crucial event that will precede the return of Jesus Christ. Now we got some scripture. 2 Thessalonians, it talks about the Antichrist. This is the person who will exalt himself above God, and he will oppose God. He will sit in the temple of God and show himself to be God. So understand that there has to be a temple in order for the Antichrist to go into the temple and proclaim himself to be God. This is talking about the son of perdition, the man of sin. So now I'm starting to wonder, is this Baal room that strikingly resembles, because we think it's going to be built in Jerusalem, but what if a wool is being pulled over our heads? And we know how like even Trump said we have technology that can like change times and like things like that. And so that's one thing I'm looking at. But also it says that Satan will look to change the times in the events and things like that. So have we been bamboozled with history, right? Is history a big lie? Is certain lands really what they are supposed to be? Are biblical lands different than the lands that we've named today? And so is he building this ballroom that is actually going to be a Baal, like the Canaanite god Baal, who they used to sacrifice their kids to? This is getting a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
If that happens, this is all Obama's fault. It's all a damn Democrat's fault. Because remember, he said, "You'll never be president." Something like that at a dinner party. And Trump hit him with the, "Oh, yeah? All right."
Whenever I say the devil's holiday, this is what I mean. Witches, warlocks, Satanists utilize Halloween as their new year. When you research what Halloween is for that side, for them, the kingdom of darkness, it's their new year. When you look at John Ramirez's testimony, he used to be a powerful warlock for years, got married on Halloween, had a blood sacrifices on Halloween. Listen to his testimony. Jenny Weaver used to be a witch, a high-ranking practicing witch, did a lot of things on Halloween. Why Halloween? Because they believe the veil between the spirit realm and the physical realm is thin. And then they also wait for the full moon to occur on the month of October. So not only is the spiritual realm and the physical realm thin, they wait for the full moon to take place, because witches and warlocks believe that when the full moon is showing and shining, it gives their spells, it gives their sacrifices more power. And they believe that. And so now they don't only believe it, there is a understanding to the dark side of that stuff, right? There's a realness to that stuff. I'm not about to be one of those Christians just say everything don't work except for God. That's not the case at all. Exactly. You're trespassing, meaning you're entering into the spiritual realm without permission or the wrong way. You're those people that are hopping over the pen rather than going through the door, right? That Jesus was taught. He said, "I'm the door," right? If you're not going through the door, you're entering the wrong way. You're not supposed to enter that way. So exactly. So they're doing all of these things and celebrating their new year. You don't see witches and warlock coming to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. You don't. They may celebrate our regular New Year. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming to Good Friday. They're not coming to Resurrection Sunday, unless they have an assignment in your church. You know what I'm saying? But even then, they should be exposed. Even then, they should be rebuked, corrected, and delivered. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. exactly, and partake in that. And so it's something that it makes me a little upset that those that call themselves Christians don't act like Christians. Those that now imagine this. All right, you call yourself Christian. Christian means Christ-like, to be like Christ, right? To be like Christ. So let's take yourself outside of your own understanding and let's put you in a scenario. If Jesus was here in 2024 in the flesh, he's here regardless, but if he was here in the flesh the same way he was whenever he was on the cross, the same way he was before the cross, if he was here in the flesh, do you think he would be dressing up for Halloween, or do you think that he would be going in to those places of darkness, casting out demons, delivering and healing people, and preaching the gospel and bringing light to every dark place? I'm talking to the churches that want to celebrate trunk or treat.
They're doing it down the street for me.
Sound better when you say trunk instead of trick, huh?
Mm-hmm. The trick is still on you. The joke's still on the joke's still on you. The joke's still on you. You're still celebrating. You're still advocating for the kingdom of darkness, agreeing with kids changing their identity to come and get candy and treats and stuff like that. And what you're doing is, this goes back to what we talked about. The Bible, that Jesus said it's better for a millstone to be tied around your neck and you be thrown into the sea than for you to make one of these little ones stumble and fall. So you're advocating for the kingdom of darkness, passing on the tradition of a demonic holiday and disguising it as okay because you're holding trunk or treat at a church. He said, if you're lukewarm, I'll spit you out of my mouth.
That's true, y'all. They are doing trunk or treat right here at a church by me. I didn't even think of that. I just drove by and saw it. Didn't even think. See, like, we're just so used to these things that, at least me, I can only speak for myself. Like, I didn't even think twice. Like, damn, a church is doing trunk or treat and they got ghosts and like pumpkins and like things out front of it, scarecrows, stuff like that. I didn't even think about it. That's crazy, y'all.
Do you remember Jonah Hill? He was a pretty beloved actor in the last decade or two, but I've heard some interesting stories about him and some of the stuff that's happened since he kind of got rich and famous and powerful in Hollywood. One specific story about Jonah Hill, though, told me a lot about who he actually is as a person. You see, during the filming of Moneyball, that film that he starred in with Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill struck up a friendship with a background actor who was working multiple jobs just to make ends meet, just to survive, including dealing with a very sick parent and mounting medical bills. And one day, without being asked at all, Jonah Hill quietly paid off that person's outstanding medical debt. He never mentioned this publicly. The story only came out years later when this person told a podcast host. Jonah Hill had not asked to be named at the time, and he wasn't trying to get any kind of, publicity or any kind of goodwill for the action. A lot of people who have worked with Jonah Hill over the years say that he is known for asking how people are really doing. Not just saying, hello, how's your day, but like getting down to like what's going on in their life. And especially off-camera crew. In this case, he listened and decided to take the stress off of someone's shoulder when they least expected it.
Yo, zoom in on that. What? Why are some army tanks in that train?
From Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Trippie Redd, DaBaby, and Ken Carson most recently, as well as Bobby Shmurda, who sold just 10 tickets per city. It feels like every month, another mainstream rapper is quietly forced to cancel their shows and tour. But the question remains, why? How are some of the industry's hottest names struggling to sell tickets?
Why are y'all doing billions of streams and the tickets don't match?
Yeah. Even stars with billions of streams aren't safe. Just last year, Playboi Carti abruptly canceled his entire Antagonist Arena tour out of nowhere. And while all rumors pointed to low ticket sales, the truth is actually deeper than you think. In a genre like hip-hop, containing the biggest egos on the planet, admitting that you can't sell your concert tickets is about the ultimate nightmare, especially when you're someone like DaBaby, who has even resorted to trying buy one get one free deals for his shows, only to still end up canceling. So what do rappers do instead? Well, almost every time you hear of a rapper cancel their tour, it will immediately be followed by a blatant lie.
What's good, guys? It's your boy T-Pain. How you doing? Got some news about the One Up DLC tour. I'm gonna take it upon myself to cancel the One Up DLC tour, because it just would have been a bad look for me and it wouldn't have been entertaining for y'all. So now let me tell you, I was advised to lie about this and say that I needed some time, or I needed some alone time or me time and some shit like that, or, you know, I needed time to spend with my family or some medical attention or something like that. Just don't make it look like we f***ed up. We f***ed up. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Most artists lie. Whenever concerts get canceled or tours get canceled, it's for low ticket sales. It ain't really about, you know, whatever the reason they say. And I think that's wrong. That's f***ed up.
About the only rapper in history to ever be honest about his flop and take responsibility is T-Pain, going as far as to reveal to us that he was advised by his team to lie and make up an excuse for his poor ticket sales, which is again, as I mentioned, what 99% of rappers do.
Disappointing news for fans of Chance the Rapper. The Chicago artist announced on Instagram that he is canceling his upcoming tour. He says he is going to take some time off to be with his family and make some new music.
Despite also running a 2-for-1 deal as well. When Chance the Rapper announced the cancellation of his Big Day tour back in 2019, as you can read from his old Instagram post, he claimed that it was to take time off to spend with family. However, according to a lawsuit filed by his ex-manager a year later, it was instead terrible ticket sales that resulted in the tour being cancelled.
Y'all see the mayor of Chicago?
There you go. There you go. Learn something new every day, right? But I mean, it's oversaturated. Everybody's a rapper. Everybody says the same thing. Everyone dresses the same. Everyone's got the same chain. Everyone's got the same girl, right? Like, it's played out now. It's played out. You guys go to jail, you snitch on everybody, when in your songs you talk about killing snitches. And then when you get locked up, you're snitching. Like, it's outplayed now. Hip hop it used to be something, y'all. I used to enjoy it. You know, you get old, you get wise, and you stop listening. I still listen to some, but it's more positive type hip hop. But it's just played out now. It's all the same. It's all the same.
We're calling for a strike. Watch this.
There are some billionaires and corporate leaders that want us to have sympathy for them, and they have just received the greatest tax cuts at the expense of healthcare and housing and education and transportation and good paying jobs. So here's what we need to do in this moment. If my ancestors as slaves can lead the greatest general strike in the history of this country, taking it to the ultra-rich and big corporations, we can do the same today. I'm calling on black people, white people, brown people, Asian people, immigrants, gay people from around this country to stand up against tyranny and to send a clear message to the ultra-rich and big corporations. We are going to make them pay their fair share in taxes to fund our schools, to fund jobs, to fund healthcare, to fund transportation. Democracy will live on because of this generation.
That's how you lead, Brandon. From now on, that's how you lead. Y'all heard what the fuck he said. Stop spending your goddamn money with these corporations. If our ancestors could do it while they getting dog sick on them and they got fire hoses being put on their ass, we can do it too. Ain't no excuse. Cause ain't that motherfucker getting whipped, chained up, none of that shit. Stop spending your money with these bitches. Let them get taxed and pay for all of our shit. Cause we've been paying for all they shit. All they luxury life they've been living, yeah, we've been paying for all that shit. It's time for them to pay for our motherfucking healthcare, our schooling, our transportation, all that shit. It's time to strike. There ain't never been a better time to strike than right now. It don't make no fucking sense that millionaires and billionaires are getting permanent tax cuts while the middle class and the lower class are losing every fucking thing. Every fucking thing that helps us keep afloat in this punk ass country, they taking from us. Nah, we ain't going out like that. We ain't going out like that. Yeah, you corporations ain't getting a nan nothing out of them. Okay? You ain't getting another nan nothing out of me. Okay? I need all the mayors and governors to get on the same tune and let y'all people know it's time to strike.
Man, he got off that stage. He's like, you think we did good? We got him. He got a phone call. Picks up Apple iPhone. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, back to business. She's over there filming on her Apple iPhone. If you're going to do it, you got to do it, y'all. If you're going to do it, you got to do it. You can't say all these things and film that on your Apple iPhone, upload it to TikTok. Like, these politicians, man, they still got a hold of people, especially out there. Where's that, in Chicago? They still got a hold of them people, man. They still got them where they want them.
January 6th happened. I was like, what the is going on? What angered me the most, it wasn't just about people going in or whatever. People say it was peaceful, some people say it wasn't. I'm not here to debate that with anybody. But what I am here to tell you is that the division that was amplified that day from both sides was sickening. I said we've got to get back to a place where people can start treating Americans like Americans again. And we're far from that. Every day I think it's getting worse. Like I saw social media, Republicans are blaming Democrats and Democrats are screaming at Republicans and the media is spinning it their ways. You turn on CNN and they've got their view, and MSNBC, they're painting it like this is insane. Fox News painting it a different way. I said, what the is going on? What are we doing?
Telling you guys, y'all, yesterday I was just scrolling on TikTok, making my compilation, right? I stumbled across AOC's TikTok. Everything she was saying was bashing Republicans. I went and looked at the comments, bashing Trump, bashing all these people, right? Everyone agreeing with her, everyone being mean, everybody's saying terrible things. So I was like, you know what? Let me go check out, somebody on the other side. Let me go check out, I don't know. I don't follow these people. Let me go follow the Republican AOC. You know what I mean? Like their type of AOC. Same thing. Bashing Democrats, bashing her, all the comments, bashing her, saying, so divided, y'all. They're playing us like puppets. Not playing me, but they're playing a lot of people like puppets, y'all. Like puppets. It's crazy. Like, I encourage you guys, if you got a TikTok, go look up AOC, watch some videos, listen to her, how she's bashing the other side, read her comments, and then go on the other side. That's why I say you guys are so much more alike than you even realize. You guys are the same. You guys are brothers and sisters and don't even realize it. It's just the opposite team. That's it.
Went and got the $100 nuggets, y'all.
$100 nuggets.
The infamous U.S. Open $100
Same damn thing.
nuggets.
Is that McDonald's? You only get 5?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six?
$400. Where's the caviar? There. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's
This
go to
is
Season Try.
McDonald's.
Y'all will not believe this. At Target. Don't trust the prices. Let me show you. Okay, come here. Look. So it says 40, right? 40. But look. Oh my gosh, sorry.
I think you might be wrong.
No. It was 32 originally. What does that mean? They're just jipping us? Like, this is crazy.
Times.
I was just at the dollar store today and I tested it. They had the red sticker on the I don't know, some Christmas thing I was looking at. Under the sticker was $1.25. On the red stick, I don't even know what it was actually. It didn't have a price. You have to go, they scan it. So it probably would have been like $2.50. But under that sticker was $1.25 and they had red stickers on everything, y'all. Everything.
Tried to play God and it backfired. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. In 1958, Chairman Mao declared war on sparrows because he believed they were eating too much grain, ordering all 600 million Chinese citizens to bang pots, pans, and drums for 3 days straight to scare the birds to death from exhaustion. The campaign successfully eliminated billions of sparrows across China, but without birds to eat them, locust populations exploded and devoured entire crops nationwide. This ecological disaster contributed to the Great Chinese Famine that killed an estimated 45 million people between 1959 and 1961, making it one of history's deadliest man-made famines caused by trying to control nature. Number 2. In the 1920s, Soviet scientist Ilya Ivanovich Ivanov attempted to create human-chimpanzee hybrids that could be used as super soldiers and manual laborers for the communist state. Stalin personally funded these experiments, where Ivanov tried to artificially inseminate chimpanzees with human genetic material, and later planned to inseminate human women with ape genetic material. The bizarre experiments completely failed to produce any viable offspring, and Ivanov was eventually arrested and exiled to Kazakhstan, where he died in disgrace, but not before wasting enormous resources on this impossible biological manipulation. Number 3. Since the 1940s, governments worldwide have attempted to control weather by seeding clouds with silver iodide and other chemicals to increase rainfall or prevent storms. But these experiments have often caused unexpected weather disasters. China's massive cloud seeding program for the 2008 Olympics accidentally caused severe droughts in neighboring regions and unexpected flooding in areas that weren't supposed to get rain. Weather modification experiments have been linked to devastating floods, prolonged droughts, and freak storms because altering weather patterns in one area creates unpredictable chain reactions across entire weather systems.
Doctors get away with way too much because none of us are educated enough to call them out on their BS. I went to a doctor because my foot hurts when I run. I told him the outside of my foot hurts in like the middle, right? At like 3 o'clock, that hurts when I run. And he feels it up. He's a podiatrist, not just a regular doctor. He feels it up. Does this hurt? Does that hurt? He bends my foot and he goes, you know what? I think you have peroneal tendinopathy. And I say, thank you, doctor. And I don't want to waste his time. I'm going to go home. I'm going to look it up and I'll look at all the treatments, because the main thing a doctor can do is give you his diagnosis. He knows all of the ailments and he can tell all the different factors and diagnose you, right? And then I'm going to go home, look up how to treat it. I get home, I Google peroneal tendinopathy. Peroneal means the outside of the foot, and tendinopathy means your tendon hurts. That's what the fuck I told him. So I went to this doctor. I told him the outside of my foot hurts in the tendon. And he looked at me and said, you know what? In my professional opinion, you have a condition called outside of your foot tendon hurting. I don't think doctors give you like the wrong answer, but they don't try very hard to give you the right answer. I think there's a lot of doctors phoning it in and they just don't get called out on their shit.
I used to work, like I said, I used to work for SonoraQuest and LabCorp as a courier, right? And I can't tell you how many times these doctors making, let's just say, $150 an hour would come and ask these MAs to look up, who make like $10.50. I don't know what they're making now, but whatever. They're not making a lot of money, right? Went to school for 9 months, whatever. Can you look this up and diagnose? Like, just asking them, like, what does this mean? Can you look that up? They look it up. Okay, thank you. And they go back in the room and tell the patient. The MAs, y'all. And then they look at me and be like, I do everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that these doctors, they don't really, I don't know. What are they teaching them? What are they teaching them now? Like, you can Google anything now and get an answer.
Sorry, so boom, Black Ops, I knew it. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Nah, son. What the? What are we getting shown right here? What is that? The worst part about this
firmament
is it's called Yeah Science. Yeah Science? What is that? Huh? Black Ops 4, right? Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what that guy was talking about. Whatever he was talking about was just a video game. That's not true. Shut up! Did you notice it? Inside of don't say it. The moon and the sun were circling. And inside there, it showed that it was the same size. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You know what time is it? Shut up! Why would they put that in the video game, though? Why would they do that? You see, guys, what you don't understand is that they have to tell you. Even if they're just playing around. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You see what's going on. Shut up! I didn't even want to find this. It came across my table. It came across my feed. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna lie to you. My secret source sent me this. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You see what's going on. But I tell you one thing. If I ever play another video game and they show me something like that and I figure it out on my own, I don't want to play this game no more.
Light years ahead of us, y'all. It's like America just doesn't want us to prosper. It doesn't want its people to prosper. This is why we're the most hated country in the world. We act like we're the best, right? Everyone loves us. We run the world. We call the shots, but everybody hates us because of things like this. They hold us back. Not only us, but they hold the whole world. They try to hold the whole world back, but they give us terrible food, but they give other countries, good food, right? They don't put all the crap in their food that they do with us because their country makes laws that you can't put these foods in there. Why does America, hate its people so much? I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
You can see what's going on here, and as somebody pointed this out, and I'm not going to say it, right? I keep this YouTube channel squeaky clean. I'm probably showing you this image is as close as I'm going to get to translating what you can pretty easily depict here on the screen. One of the best social media comments was, wow, the angels are flying pretty close to the sun right there. I mean, do you wear that? Even if you like the angels and you kind of see what's going on here, and it just, for somebody who does a double take across your hat, like, well, what?
Are we just filling our tanks up with foam? Check this out.
Hit it on the fastest one.
when you speed it up, that's when it's gonna build up a lot of foam. You put it on the slowest one,
Never
you
knew
get
that.
nothing but liquid. Tell you,
There's
try it out.
different
Putting
levels
y'all
like
on right
that.
now.
What?
I never knew that.
I mean, it makes sense if you don't think about it. Check this out. Soda. Fast soda means more bubbles, less liquid. Slow soda, more liquid, less bubbles. So let's see if this also works with gas. All right, we made it to the gas station. I have these 3-gallon jugs, and I'm only gonna fill 1 gallon of each with fast and slow fills. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm here at a Shell. I don't know if this is the best gas to use, but whatever. So you can see right here we have a 1 gallon for $5.65. Holy smokes. So let's put in 1 gallon in each bucket. If you hold down the enter button, you can...
Before he does the test, what is your guys' gas prices? What are y'all paying for gas per gallon for regular unleaded? I'm at like $2.89, 10 cents off, $2.79. $2.79 on my side of town. If I drive on where I used to live out here, it's like $2.29, right? Gas is cheaper out there, but where I'm at now, it's like $2.89, $2.79. Let me know what you guys got. But we might have a new trick right here. We might have some. I didn't know there was different levels with that clip. I never really paid attention. I always put it on high. Let's see.
Look how much you want. $5.65. Let's go. There it is. All right, there we go. Do the fast fill first. A lot of foam. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of foam. All right. Do the fast fill. There we go. Let's see what happens.
Disappear.
All right, as you can see, $5.65 right there. 1 gallon. I guess a little bit less than a gallon, but there it is. Same thing, and hold enter. $5.65. There it is. Let's go. All right, guys, we got the cheap gas again. Now we're gonna do the slow fill. We're not gonna fill it too fast. Just a little notch. We're gonna go super, super duper slow. There it is, super slow. There, literally almost no bubble, no foam whatsoever. There it is, filling up super duper slow. It'll take a while, but there we have it, y'all.
Put them side by side to
All right,
see
number
if...
2, 1 gallon, $5.65. Let's see which one has more.
Okay, yeah.
No lid is slow. This one was fast. Wow, guys, look at that.
The same?
Look at that.
No, a little more. Yeah, a little more.
That is crazy. Well, there you have it. Fast fill or slow fill? How are you going to fill up your tank next?
This guy believed that bottled water is one of the biggest scams, so he set out to prove it. He created a fake luxury Italian bottled water brand called Acqua di Rubinetto, which literally means tap water in Italian. With clever marketing and fancy wine bottles to elevate the presentation, he filled each bottle with tap water straight from his kitchen sink. Then he entered the product into a water tasting competition, and the judges' reactions will shock you.
Easy to drink. I agree. Took me back to my childhood.
And after receiving positive reviews about the fake luxury water, they were about to ask the judges to guess the price.
Do you guys want to guess the price? 500?
500. That's maybe like $400.
Sometimes marketing matters more than the actual product.
Take a look at the writing on the wall, and quite literally this time. This was over here seen in Tel Aviv, talking about Cyrus the Great is alive, with a picture of none other than the POTUS himself, and it says it, Cyrus the Great is alive. You see the American flag and the Israeli flag being meshed together, juxtaposed together. And this is why, guys, I often spoke when people would ask me, who do I believe Mystery Babylon is? My pastor taught me that Mystery Babylon is Jerusalem. Whether you agree with that or you don't, I don't really care. But one thing I can say is that you see a lot of similarities between Mystery Babylon and the current system that's being upheld in America. And that is why I've always sort of believed that Mystery Babylon will be joined together. It will be almost like a mix of America and Israel. Now, whether that's 100% sure or not, that's up for debate. What do I know? But what I can tell you is that they are calling him Cyrus the Great. If you don't know who Cyrus the Great is, he was the pagan Gentile king who allowed the Israelites, those who were the children of Israel, to rebuild the temple. This was the second temple that they were being allowed to rebuild. He's greatly revered by the Jews because he allowed this to happen. Guys, do you think Donald Trump will be a modern typology of Cyrus, and he will erect or allow them to erect the third temple? Not the second like the real Cyrus did, but will he be a typology? Will he fund that project? If you guys don't know, Donald Trump, he is a real estate guru. He's a real estate man. This is what he's done before we knew him as the president. So let me know your thoughts down below. This is writing on the wall, literally. And I know we always use that figure of speech, but guys, this is really being broadcasted. If you can't see what's on the horizon, you have to get your eyes open.
All right, family. There you have today's video. Quick 30-minute banger, y'all. I got the video going. I mean, it's already 5 o'clock. I like to have my video out by 4 my time. I got the green screen laid. I was sitting here. I need to fix my lighting. My lighting's not where I want it. I moved a lot of stuff around and all that. You know, one thing I don't like is my hands, you know what I mean, with the green screen, they get cut off, but you know, we'll get it fixed. I just got the green screen, set it up, got a quick 30-minute in. This background is dope. I showed you guys my other one on a community post, and then he sent me, I told him, can you make me one that like is less bright, you know, some. He made this, and he had like on where the movie posters are, he had like triangles with the eyeball in it, right? Like a pyramid. And then above me, he had the NASA logo. And I was like, oh, y'all ain't going to let that NASA logo. I can't have that up there, you know. But he's not in this game, right? I just told him, give me a conspiracy vibe, right? So I did tell him, like, I sent him these screenshots of these movie posters. I thought that was dope. We can always switch those out for different movies. And then with the Segovia Reacts, I wanted him, I like how it looks, but I wanted him in the NASA, instead of it saying NASA, like put Segovia Reacts in the NASA logo. That would have been pretty dope. But I think that looks dope right there, just like that, y'all. But I need to fix it. Like, a lot of things on here that I don't like, but this was just day one, y'all. It'll get better, and I think it looks pretty dope, y'all. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. It's already 5 o'clock. I gotta get down, get dinner going for Mama Bear and the baby. So I'm gonna get downstairs, y'all. I hope everyone out there has a good day. I feel like it's Friday, y'all. She's off of work for the rest of the week, so I feel like today's Friday, but it's barely Wednesday. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for an hour banger. We'll have the lighting perfect, y'all. So this is Segovia. I'm signing out of this dope ass man cave. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.